Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Titans going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength.
2nd down following the run. Mariota now from the 50. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Bortles was accident-prone last year, led the league with 18 picks and an early pick here.
And you know he spent a lot of time in the offseason working on this, thinking about it. It's not that he's not going to throw any. They just hope that that number gets cut down significantly.
First carry for Chris Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any faker move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he's brought down. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Bortles now on first down. Underneath, Ivory. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, Ivory. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow. Check 43.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Mariota now, and he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
When Brian Orakpo was born, there was no doubt that with that name, he was going to be a defensive player and a good one. He knows how to get to quarterbacks.
3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They come up in an offset eye.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left. Left, 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 left. There we go. Blue 45. Left, left. Black 58, real.
This is Ivory. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
There we go. Green.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it to Hearns. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hearns, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And they'll run it here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Second down, Mariota. Caught left side, Williams. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's got a man. It's Williams. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal now from the 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And the kick is no good. How about that? He misses on the extra point, and the score holds at 8-6. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go now. Blue. Ace. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short game. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Mariota. And incomplete here on third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Defense showing blitz. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Bortles to throw on second down. He finds Hearns left side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The pitch comes to Ivory, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go.
3rd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A first down throw for Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the D-line's going to spread out. First down, Mariota. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ten yards still left on second down. On second down, Mariota again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So we've hit halftime in an entertaining first half. 8-6 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Bortles will try again on second down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Mariota toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Mariota on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Mariota now on second down. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Shreds the tackle. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, able to shed some tacklers, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair, does it? Because this guy was breaking tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what he did. A really good effort by him, but give credit to the defense of giving up no gain.
Second down, Mariota. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and it's third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mariota now. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And now out come the Jags. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Yeldon, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. Fighting through. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Nate Palmer.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's got it to Hearns. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
To throw, it's Bortles. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julius Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try. On the ground, Ivory. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Ivory. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking middle, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Trunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Again, it's Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jay Samaro, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They give it to Ivory. And he stopped immediately there. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. In motion, Julius Thomas. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And quickly they get to the line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Surveying the field. A crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.